Hey y'all, this is Jacosta Lester. How are you? In this video, I want to talk to you about something real, something that's happening. Imagine if every face that you see, every place that you go, imagine if you are a spiritual entity and everybody that you've experienced in life is somebody that goes home with you. So that you go about your daily journey and boom, you ran into these people. And even though they're one person, they're a single spirit acting upon you in life. So that what they do from their place in the world is contingent upon how they felt about you as a spirit in the world. Okay? So maybe they haven't met you and they still act like real people that haven't met you. Some of them are actually familiar. Those are the ones that trip. But treat it like, yo, I went to this place and potentially everybody here is coming home with me today. Everybody that everywhere that I went to. I visited places on the internet. I visited places in life. I went in stores. I came out. I drove down the road. And all of the people in these areas are going to come home. Now, let's color all your interactions with people while you were there. Okay? Let's say, I'll put up some sazon on it. So that you interact with people, right? And they know there's certain people that have a particular disinterest in things that you do or say based on what their personal convictions are. So let's say these people, you took them home with you, they saw how you lived, and there's two basic responses. They either have compassion or none, okay? And they have compassion on your situation in some cases. And the other ones that want to kind of sabotage that for you, they start talking to you, blah, 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 knowing or rather understanding your reactions prior so that they know that you're going to go, wow. And the ones that are given to having compassion, they may lose compassion because they're the types that followed you home. They're proactive in that way. And then the other ones, they're like, oh man, I feel sorry for you because you're just stupid. So it's quite interesting. But know this, okay? There are people. I noticed this about my ex-husband. I didn't understand why he said I didn't have to work. I didn't understand the spiritual energy out there that tries to take that thing that he actually wanted and make it bad for both of us, okay? So that let's say he meant that from his heart and he meant it from a kind place. There are things that when words are put forth, okay, sometimes there are evil entities that grab hold of that word. And when they grab hold of that word, it's like they're running a relay race to destroy your life on the basis of you saying it. So that they try to make your promises obsolete. They try to make your promises hard to keep. Or they try to just evil up your promise. Okay? For you and the person that you promised it to. All right? They're evil, in other words. So, I consider my ex-husband saying that. And what entities may have been the spiritual audience that we didn't see, that he understood came home based on where I was going throughout the day. So he comes, and some days they perform differently than others. If you've been to places where they call you Babylon over and over again, they don't have any fear of what you bring home because those people function against you. But when you go to a place where there's people there and they have a fear of calling you Babylon, in other words, they're on their best behavior there because they don't want to be caught. I'm telling you, there are different spiritual entities that come home with you as a spirit of sorts, the world spirit. Just treat it like all eyes are on you no matter what, everywhere you went. And it's not literal, it's not fully true, but all spiritual eyes are on you. And you went home, and these spiritual eyes traveled with you. Now, let's put it into perspective. Some people, they experience a form of anxiety, depression, all of your emotional woes. Put them in the basket of these spiritual entities, real or not, went home with me. It's as though now all of the things that happened throughout my day, all of my interactions, the things I went through, the things that contributed to my anxiety, my depression, are directly related to the spiritual identities that traveled home with me to see me. So there were job losses, there were promotions, there were things that happened, right? So you clean your house, right? And then boom, all these different people come near you. They're people that come with these really clean cars. They're there to do good things in your life because you did something good at home. So understand this. Perform well all day. Do the best that you can within your abilities to do so. If not, it is a sabotage by the enemy, and you can hear, if you hear it in the spirit, you can hear your saboteurs in your head. They followed you home and started bothering you and picking on you. The reason why is because they want to make you look bad before the world audience in the spirit. So that then favor in the world, they want to impact it negatively for you so that you lose opportunity. I saw something today at work. I saw them all volunteering to do the extra work while my work was left. It was easier for me to do. It was so easy that it was like I wasn't a good worker today. I'm like, now usually I do, this stuff in my sleep. And then they tried to call me Babylon all day. So that my body started to feel physically ill and difficult to move. So that when I tried to do my work, it was as though I couldn't do it. And they were volunteering to do it. And they looked really good as people. And I looked really bad on the basis of what I was struggling to do. Those days are usually when blessings are coming. Those bad days are usually when, depending on your favor with the Lord, those days are usually when people that were there to come and help you in terms of that spiritual audience, they try to outperform you before. When you see the days where certain people are trying to outperform you by being really good to you, understand that there are spiritual saboteurs, and their sabotage is to encroach on you in those things that you do so that they can push you out and get credit for those things that they did well right before you, so that they encroach on you, drive you out, perform well before the spiritual audience in an effort to push you out, but also in an effort to gain for themselves. You get it? So they know that there's a spiritual audience that's following you, and they try to outdo you before that spiritual audience. In some cases, that's the saboteur types. The other types, so in other words, let's say somebody say, "Oh, you don't have to work, honey." That is designed to make you look lazy. So repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Have a blessed and marvelous day, and thank you for watching this video.